क्वेश्चन नंबर 31 बीपीपी का स्टोरी कंपनी या स्टोरी कंपनी। सो ये क्वेश्चन पूरा थियोरी है, ठीक है। ये चैप्टर नंबर 2-3 के ऊपर बेस्ड है ऑलमोस्ट। तो इसको अपने को पढ़ना है और इसमें रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल दिया गया है एक पब्लिशिंग हाउस का, ठीक है। पढ़ते हैं। स्टोरी इज अ वेल एस्टैब्लिश्ड ग्लोबल पब्लिशिंग conglomerate. The corporation is structured to allow each country of operation to function as an autonomous business unit that reports back to head office. The data from each business unit is entered into the mainframe computer at head office. Each business unit can make use of any service offered by their business units and can also offer services to the other units. The services include translation into different languages, typesetting, printing, storage, and so forth. In each country of operation, there is at least one and usually several retail outlets. The core business was traditionally based upon provision of fictional stories for the mass market. For the past decade, Story has diversified into publishing textbooks and technical lecture. The organization currently enjoys a good reputation in both areas of business, and global sales are increasing annually at a rate of 5% for fictional books and 2% for textbooks. Last year, 700 million fictional books and 25 million textbooks were sold. एक मिनट, अपन जरा एक बार क्वेश्चन पढ़ लेते हैं तो यार अपने को आइडिया चले कि अपने को ढूंढना क्या है पहले। They discuss the issues involved in upgrading the existing information system and propose changes with reference to both wider business environment and decision making process. ठीक है, यहाँ तक पढ़ा था। The corporate management team wishes to increase the growth in sales and of textbooks, but realize that they cannot afford to allocate significant resources to the task, as the market and profit margin for the textbook is very much smaller than fiction. They also wish to improve the sales performance of the fiction books. Story is currently having trouble in maintaining a corporate image in many countries of operation. For example, several business units may be unaware of additions to the product range. Another example is that a price change in a book is not simultaneously altered by all business units, leading to price discrepancies. Some members of the corporate management team see possible advantages to upgrading the existing business system to one that is fully networked. Other members are more skeptical and are reluctant to consider the enhancing the system. Some members have also wondered whether big data would provide useful information to aid decision making for story, but others think there may be problems with actually using big data. क्वेश्चन में यह पूछा गया है, discuss the issues involved in upgrading the information system and propose changes with reference to both wider business environment and decision making process. ये पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा आंसर तो।
पूरा थियोरी है ना?
पूरा थियोरी है, पूरा थियोरी है भाई, पढ़ेगा।
Issue is regarding the existing information system. The issue involved in the upgradation existing system would include achieving the potential advantage on minimum cost and anticipating and management necessary charges changes. Advantages of upgrade. A network system would allow the transmission of information both to and from the business unit and head office at Story. As such, it is likely that performance indicators, financial statistics, and similar information could be rapidly gathered, processed, and disseminated. Improving communication between units and head office should improve, leading to rapid reaction to changes both within the organization and outside it. This should result in a responsive, evolving organization capable of meeting the challenges of marketplaces. It would be get rid of the problem currently experienced where some countries do not have most up-to-date information on product and pricing.
मतलब ये
Cost.
वही
The
बोलना
cost.
चाहते हैं कि जितना
Hmm.
जल्दी डेटा इनपुट आया है सर लाइकली द परफॉर्मेंस इंडिकेटर्स information could be rapidly gathered ये देख यहाँ से could be rapidly gathered and processed and disseminated ये वाला वर्ड ठीक है ये वाला वर्ड जाने दे improved communication between units and head office should improve leading to rapid reaction to changes both the organization and outside it मतलब जितना जल्दी डेटा आएगा रैपिडली डेटा आएगा अप टू डेट डेटा आएगा यहाँ पे बोला है रियल टाइम इंफॉर्मेशन कॉस्ट
The cost of the providing a fully network computerized system changed over the cost, and the cost of the future maintenance and training must be evaluated and budgeted for. The development and implementation of security measures to prevent the misuse of corporate data and prevent fraud by unauthorized users who may be employed or external to the organization have to be considered and costed. In addition, there may be possible need to recruit specialized staff to implement the changes of the existing information. All of these costs are foreseeable and can be planned. अच्छा दोनों साथ में बता रहा है ना स्टार्टिंग में बेनिफिट बता दिया कि कॉस्ट से बट आगे का कॉस्ट रिड्यूस हो जाएगा लाइक मेंटेनेंस है उसका जो आगे का खर्चा है बट उसके अंदर एक और बता दिया कि स्टाफ की स्पेशलाइजेशन के लिए और खर्चा हो जाएगा
In addition, there may be a possible need to recruit specialized staff to implement the changes to the existing information system. All these costs are foreseeable and can be planned. Okay. Yes.
changes. Upgrading corporation information system usually result in many unforeseen changes to the culture of the organization and to the working practices of staff at all levels. For example, would greater efficiency be achieved by allowing staff to have more flexible hour to attendance? Can cost to be reduced by allowing some staff to telecommunicate on a regular basis, thus allowing odd discussing to take place? It is likely that morale will be adversely affected by staff who may be concerned about using new technologies or staff who fear that they may lose their jobs through the changes. The proposed changes are unlikely to change the role and remits the management in relation to the directors directing of staff, although it is likely that there will be some impact upon organizing staff tasks as new needs arise. Strategic and tactic planning are likely to change in response to the improved and more far rapid flow of information that the information system will provide. Operational decision can be taken at a lower level of corporate hierarchy as information becomes available more rapidly and in an appropriate format, as well as providing a swift response to changes in the business environment. It is possible that the organization will, in time, evolve into one of the fatty hierarchy. This would particularly suit the autonomous business unit structure in story, which already operates the developed decision making. However, there will be always a danger of information overload, thus can reduce efficiency and moral within the organization. लास्ट वाला पॉइंट ज्यादा बता दिया ना चेंजेस के
यहाँ
बारे में
तक तो मेरे को समझ में आया था मैं तो फॉलो भी कर रहा था
हम्म
यहाँ तक एक दो तीन तक
हम्म
बात का ये जो
हम्म
था ना ये थोड़ा मतलब वो ये है ना ये अपने स्टडी टेक्स्ट की लैंग्वेज है ये स्ट्रेटेजिक एंड ये
टैक्टिक प्लानिंग
tactical planning are likely to change in response to improve and more rapid flow of information that the information will provide ये थोड़े चेंजेस है कि ऑब्वियसली ना अगर बड़े चेंजेस हो रहे हैं तो जो नीचे जो ट्रांजैक्शन चेंजेस करते हैं जो छोटे डिसीजंस लेते हैं वो लोग का काम बढ़ जाएगा सो वो चेंज करने के लिए वो लोग बोल रहे
और
कि
ये
हाँ
आई थिंक सो जो लास्ट पैराग्राफ है उसका फोर्थ लाइन दिस वुड बी पर्टिकुलरली ऑटोनोमस बिजनेस ये तो आई थिंक सो क्वेश्चन से निकाला है उन्होंने क्वेश्चन का ये पूरा
story will which already operates with devolved decision making अच्छा ऐसा बोल रहा है
ऑटोनोमस मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था
ये देख क्या है
वो देख
नाइस, तो
और
इन्होंने यहाँ से भी निकाले हैं पॉइंट्स.
लास्ट का लाइन में भी डिसीजन मेकिंग है, सो वी वुड मे बी ओके.
We explain the problem story may have trying to capture the use and use big data. तो उन्होंने वो 5 V's में से 3 V's को निकाला है. Although big data could potentially provide useful information or story in relation to the growth of textbook sales, there are several considerations to be assessed.
एक मिनट होगा. वेलोसिटी, वॉल्यूम, वैरायटी और क्या था? वेरिएंस नहीं. हाँ,
Volume,
मेरे को तीन याद है.
velocity,
वॉल्यूम, वेलोसिटी, वैरायटी.
veracity, volume, velocity, वॉल्यूम भी हो गया ना, अभी फिर क्या है?
तीन तो आता ही है.
ठीक है, बता देता हूँ. यहाँ पे मेरे पास रहेगा वैरायटी, वेलोसिटी, वॉल्यूम, वेरासिटी, वैल्यू. वैल्यू है, वैल्यू.
वेरासिटी और वॉल्यूम.
हाँ,
सॉरी,
वेरासिटी मैंने
वेरासिटी
बोला.
और वैल्यू.
वेरासिटी
वैल्यू
मैंने
वैल्यू.
बोला, वेलोसिटी मेरे को याद नहीं था, बट वेलोसिटी, वॉल्यूम, वैरायटी और वैल्यू. वैल्यू अपन भूल गए मेन. ठीक है, अभी ये बोला उन्होंने, वॉल्यूम या वैरायटी, कैपेसिटी. टू ऑफ द फीचर्स ऑफ बिग डेटा आर वॉल्यूम एंड वैरायटी. These characteristics may mean that a larger information system capacity is required in order to capture and store data correctly. If data is not captured and stored correctly, it can lead to misleading information and therefore incorrect decision making. The information derived from big data needs to be reliable. हाँ, ज्यादा डेटा है तो वॉल्यूम चाहिए सेव करने के लिए, बात तो सही है. फिर आता है वॉल्यूम विच इज एनालिटिकल टूल्स. As well as having the capacity to store big data, story will need the right analytical tools and the technologies to be able to analyze it, because it is too large and unstructured to be analyzed through traditional means. Okay, बिग डेटा को एनालाइज करने के लिए एनालिटिकल टूल्स चाहिए ज्यादा प्रमाण में. ठीक है. The volume and variety of data means that stories current information systems are not able to process it. The velocity aspect of big data will be undermined if IT teams or business analysts become burdened with increasing requests for ad hoc analysis and one-off reports. Because the system cannot process the data automatically, the information and analysis from big data will not be available for decision makers as quickly as they might want. Velocity मतलब speed रहता है, ये मेरे को पता था, लेकिन मेरे को
हम्म.
लगा था कि स्पीड ऑफ प्रोसेसिंग द डेटा, बट ऐसा नहीं है. स्पीड ऑफ डेटा अवेलेबल टू डिसीजन मेकर्स, नहीं वही है शायद, अवेलेबल टू डिसीजन मेकर्स.
वही है रियल टाइम. हम्म.
हाँ वही है, वही. ठीक है, अभी लास्ट. Management Information System (MIS) allows managers to make timely and effective decision making using big data then appropriate form. List three types of MIS and how they would be used in an organization. MIS के तीन प्रकार ये हैं: TPS, EIS और ERP.
एमआईएस क्यों नहीं है? अच्छा, एमआईएस के तीन प्रकार.
Collect, store, modify, and retrieve the transactions of an organization. A transaction is an event that generates or modifies data that is eventually stored on an information system. There are two types of TPS: batch transaction processing. BTP collects transaction data as a group and processes it later after a time delay as batches of identical data. Real-time transaction processing is the immediate processing of data. It involves using terminal or workstation to enter data and display results and provides instant confirmation. मैं क्या बोल रहा था, ये अपने को टाइप नहीं बताया गया है ना टीपीएस और इसका
हम्म।
टेक्स्ट बुक में। ठीक।
नहीं।
रियल टाइम प्रोसेसिंग, टाइम ट्रांजैक्शन प्रोसेसिंग, ये तो याद रह जाएगा। बीटीपी भी रख लेंगे यार। बीटीपी टाइम लेता है प्रोसेस करने में ट्रांजैक्शन को, या टाइम में थोड़ा डिले आता है। ये रियल टाइम। फिर आता है ईआईएस, एग्जीक्यूटिव इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम। Give executives a straightforward means of access to key internal and external data. They provide summary level data captured from the organization's main systems, which might involve integrating the executive's desktop PC with organizations mainframe. Data manipulation facilitates, such as comparison with budget or prior year data and trend analysis, and user-friendly presentation of data. फिर आता है ईआरपी, एंटरप्राइज रिसोर्स प्लानिंग सिस्टम। Integrate the key processes in an organization so that the single system can survey the information needs of all functional areas. They primarily support business operations, including finance, HR, marketing, and accounting, and work in real time, meaning that the exact status of everything is always available to all users. ERP
हम्म।
systems can be deployed at sites around the world. They can work in multiple languages and currencies. When they are used uh, this way, you can immediately see, for example, exactly how much of a particular part is to hand at the warehouse in Japan, and what its value is in yen or dollars. पता है, हमें बचपन में ना कॉम वो होता था ना, कंप्यूटर का चैप्टर, आईटी
हाँ।
आईटी का एग्जाम
आईटी।
का। मेरे को हमेशा उसमें 17 मिलते थे आउट ऑफ 50।
तुझे याद भी है? हम लोग तो कंसिडर ही नहीं करते थे उसको।
भाई मेरे को, मुझे वो मैम ही पास कर दी थी कि तू प्लीज पास हो जा। भाई मैं लिटरली कॉपी करते हुए पकड़ा गया हूँ, पता है, कंप्यूटर के पेपर के टाइम पे। तो फिर सोचता मैं कंप्यूटर के टाइम पे कॉपी करा, कंप्यूटर के टाइम पे।
भाई मेरा भी वैसे ही सीन था। मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं था क्या होता था वो, खाली घर वर में नहीं था ना, खाली कंप्यूटर खुलता था तो स्कूल
करना
में
पड़ेगा।
खुलता था, वो भी एग्जाम के टाइम पे।
ये फालतू है, पता है, चैप्टर पूरा कुछ इसका इसका कॉस्ट से कोई लेना देना नहीं है। इसका
कुछ
कॉस्ट
नहीं है,
से
मेरे को तो
लड़
सब
लेना
देख रहा
देना।
हूँ ना, मेरे को बहुत ही चिंदी लग रहा है ये वाला।
मेरे को नींद आ रही है, मेरे को करने को ही नहीं हो रहा है, पता है, ये वाला।
कल वाला ना, कल देंगे ना बैठेंगे, या तो कुछ वो प्रैक्टिकल समझ लेंगे।
हाँ।